Hey there, my friends. I hope this video finds you all well. I'm sitting around today just waiting for storms to come in tonight. We got some serious stuff coming through, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that we ain't blown away by in the morning. But thought I'd start the week off talking about some foods that I think that you should add to your plant-based diet. And this is if you're eating a plant-based diet, if you're not eating a plant-based diet, if you're eating a plant-predominant diet, if you're not eating any plants. Great place to start because there's a lot of actual added power in some of these foods here. And these aren't what I consider superfoods. I've never been a real fan of the word superfoods, because usually when you hear the word superfoods, there's a hefty price tag that comes with this. This is just basic stuff, you know, that I get mostly at my grocery store and the markets around this area, and you can too. Number one is, and I'm going to be referring to my notes because I can't, you know, it's a good thing I don't have to take any more tests at this point in my life, because I know stuff, but I can't ever just sit and recite, oh, well, this is good because of this, this, and that. I understand it. As soon as I see it again, I'm like, yeah, that's why, but can't commit things to memory very well. The first, and these are in no particular order, are dark leafy greens such as kale, Swiss chard. I tend to stay away from the spinach and Swiss chard. I think they're higher in oxalates. Collard greens. For me, it's a lot about kale, collard greens, and lettuce. Every once in a while I'll mix up with different types of lettuce, but these are abundant in vitamins A, C, and K, and especially minerals. The collard greens, I'm always noticing the collard greens and the kale. I've looked up the nutritional information, and they are quite high in iron and calcium as well, especially calcium, so it gives you a good boost for that. They're high chlorophyll content, and they're strong with phytonutrients like lutein and zeaxanthin. That kind of benefits eye health, but there's just so many benefits to these good greens. And the next one I would put in there would be non-leafy cruciferous vegetables, which is broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. I'm going to talk about another one of them lately, but actually cabbage is a cruciferous vegetable, and they're good because of their sulforaphane content. That's some really powerful stuff that our body likes a lot. And I'll tell you, especially now, the kale, I always do raw. The collard greens, I steam. And because, listen, I know the super raw people out there, well, I make my wraps. Well, you can only get so much. I eat a lot of collard greens. In fact, I just finished some a little while ago. And as far as also Brussels sprouts, I'm always doing Brussels sprouts. You can shred them up, but I generally cook my Brussels sprouts, steam my Brussels sprouts. Now, broccoli is a special case. I do broccoli in 3 different ways. I eat it raw, chop it up and put it on salads. I lightly steam it, and I sprout it. And those those broccoli sprouts, are some really powerful stuff, and they don't cost a lot of money. Look into those. They've got so much more sulforaphane than just the regular broccoli does. Excuse me. And I'm gonna stay while we're talking right there. While I mention cabbage, red cabbage even more so than green, but it's all good. Which it's high in anthocyanins, which provides strong antioxidant properties. Cabbage is also a great source of vitamin C. You're probably getting your vitamin C from your fruit, but it's always good to get a little bit more. And this contains sulforaphane as well. And sulforaphane is known for anti-cancer properties to it. So really, these are the other cruciferous and in the red cabbage are something that I eat on a regular basis. I try to eat some of each at least 4 or 5 times a week. Excuse me. The next, it's the residual from that cold I had, just a little lightest little tickle in my throat, but I'm completely fine now. The next would be berries. Of all the fruits, these are super strong. They're rich in antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins. I generally get blueberries. Berries are one of the ones that I really make an effort to eat organic whenever I can, especially in the wintertime. I'm going on frozen though, so you do the best you can. And I almost always have a bag of frozen blueberries in my freezer, keeping them going. They're high in fiber. Berries are very high in fiber as well. And fiber is one of those that's not talked about a lot. Fiber is one of the most deficient things most people are in their diet. So we can always be working to get more fiber in. Fiber is always going to be a good thing. And the polyphenols in the berries might contribute. They say might contribute, but I think there have actually been studies to show that there's a good indication that they contribute to improved cognitive function. Next would be beets. Beets are amazing. Beets are another food that I eat both raw and steamed. I do them in smoothies a lot. I chop them up and put them in salads. But I just really like the taste of beets. So a lot of times I'll steam a beet to go with whatever I happen to be eating that day. And they're high in nitrates, and that helps improve blood flow and lower blood pressure. It helps to oxygenate the blood. They're doing studies where athletes are, like especially endurance athletes are, using it and seeing better performance in whatever sports they're in. Rich in antioxidants like betalains, known for anti-inflammatory effects. They also contain folate, which is essential for DNA synthesis and repair. And once again, they have a lot of fiber in them as well. Always trying to get that fiber in wherever possible. The next one I would say are nuts and seeds. Specifically, I tend to go heavier on the seeds. I have seeds almost every day. I have flax seeds. I do the flax seeds most often. Flaxseed has the best profile for the omega-3s. And as said before, where I can't retain things, I really need that omega-3 for this worn out old brain of mine. But I keep flax seeds around, I keep chia seeds around, and I keep hemp seeds around. And I used all three of them on a regular basis. Excellent source of healthy fats, including the omega-3 fatty acids, also rich in fiber. They promote heart health, and they contain various minerals like magnesium and zinc, as well as selenium. Get a Brazil nut or two in there every once in a while. So they are good stuff. Another one I would say is legumes. I eat legumes. I eat legumes every day. Just finished eating some for lunch here. They're high in protein and fiber. They aid in satiety, keeping you feeling full. They're rich in folate. And the phytochemicals contribute to anti-inflammatory effects. Good source of plant-based protein. Another one on here that's really good is turmeric. I just bought some yesterday. I'd been out for a while, and a lot of times when I run out of something like that, I forget to go back. Curcumin, which is the active compound in turmeric, has powerful anti-inflammatory properties, acts as an antioxidant, neutralizing free radicals, and potential benefits for joint health and cognitive function. I think I remember hearing Dr. Bolsevich say that his father had really bad arthritis in his knees and used turmeric on a regular basis, and it didn't cure it, didn't make it go away, but it did ease it up just a little bit. And that's one of those spices, like I just tend to shake a little turmeric on all kinds of stuff that I'm doing when I'm steaming stuff. Even every once in a while I'll put a little bit in a smoothie, but I try to get turmeric on a regular basis. Another really good one is garlic. Contains allicin, known for its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. Said to contribute to lowering blood pressure and cholesterol levels. And the antioxidants contribute to overall cardiovascular health. Garlic, just great stuff. In the same vein, I like to use garlic on a regular basis. I like to use ginger on a regular basis. I should have looked up ginger. I know it's good for you, but I don't remember all the various things in there. And let's see if that's about it on the list. That's about it. And within all of those, I mean, there's other things that I would say add, but that's a good place to start. And as I'm always saying, trying to just repeat what Dr. Bulsiewicz says all the time. Try to get as many of those as possible. That's why I eat, that's why I don't just eat the same thing over and over every day, even if I consider it healthy. Try getting, different things in there. Different times of the year, I try to mix up the berries and get different types of berries. One thing too about our microbiome, and then I'll finish right there, and that's another reason with the with certain vegetables that I told you that I consume raw and I consume cooked. I was kind of surprised when I found out from him that raw broccoli, cooked broccoli, actually, and sprouted broccoli all hit your microbiome just a little bit differently. So get that variety, get those colors, and just start eating more plants. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you here again in a couple of days. Peace.